dear students, welcome back to the 10th standard English language classes. My dear student, in the last class, we had discussed about part 3 in the lesson Gentlemen of Rio and Medio. In that last class, we had discussed about how did the Americans come to the office of the author and complained about the children of Rio and Medio who had run over the property of Don Anselmo, which was sold to the American people, and also how Don Anselmo tried to convince all the Americans as well as the author. See, before Don Anselmo came to the office of the author sent a messenger to the village Rio and Medio to bring Don Anselmo to the office of the author. See, when the Don Anselmo came to the office, he was not convinced by the author as well as the American people. See, here the author view was different, whereas Don Anselmo's view was also different. Author view was he wanted to make the Americans feel very happy and live very friendly in the new house. So that is why as soon as American people entered into the new house, they replastered the house initially and planted their trees, patched the fences which was around the house or property, and they entered into the house in the summer. See, the only issue was that the children of Rio and Medio, see my dear students, the children are compared to the God, isn't it? Children are God or angels. So that is why here children, they like to feel very happy and they like to play under the trees of the property. So it was the usual activities of the children. See what had happened? All the children of Rio and Medio, they went into the property which was newly owned by Americans. They played there. They created a small fences around the trees and they played very happily. They felt very joy. So when Americans saw this playing of the children, they did not bear this incident. So that is why Americans, they wanted to make a complaint against Don Anselmo as well as the children. So that is why they came to the office of the author and then they complained about the children. See, when Don Anselmo was called up again for the second time, he took again more time to attend the office or attend the meeting. See, initially, author wanted to convince Don Anselmo so that Don Anselmo should not make the children of Rio and Medio to come and play in the property. But Don Anselmo was not ready to convince about that, and he was not able to convince the children of Rio and Medio because, according to Don Anselmo's view, he was only the owner of the property, but he was not the real owner of the trees which are planted in the property. So this was the main issue raised in this moment. So that is the thing we are going to deal in the same lesson, Gentlemen of Rio and Medio, in the part 4. My dear student, let us see how Don Anselmo tried to convince that he was not real owner of the trees which are there in the orchard, and how Americans would convince. Let us see in this part. See, before that, let me read the lesson first. Okay. Now, dear student, in the last class we read up to the 9th paragraph, and here five exercise questions are given there. I hope that you had studied all the 5 questions and answered all the questions. I hope that. Okay, did you? Good. Now come to the page number 51. That is paragraph 10. Now I am going to read the lesson. Listen carefully and put your finger where I read. And if you find any new words, okay, tell me after my completion of the reading. Got it? Shall I move? Okay. Now come to the paragraph 10. This was bad, Don Anselmo. I pleaded. When one signed a deed and sells real property, one sells also everything that grows on the land. And those trees, every one of them, are on the land and inside the boundaries of what you sold. Come to the 11th paragraph. Yes, I admit that. He said. You know, he added, I am the oldest man in the village. Almost everyone there is my relative, and all the children of Rio Medio are my sobrinos and netos, my descendants. Every time a child has been born in Rio Medio, since I took possession of the house from my mother, I have planted a tree for the child. The tree is that orchard are not mine. Sinner, they belong to the children of the village. Every person in Rio Medio born since the railroad came to Santa Fe owns a tree in that orchard. I did not sell the trees because I could not. They are not mine. Now come to the 12th paragraph. There was nothing we could do. Legally, we owned that trees, but the old man had been so generous, refusing what amounted to a fortune for him. It took most of the following winter to buy the trees individually from the descendants of Don Anselmo in the valley of Rio Medio. My dear students, I hope that you understood my reading, and also, as I told initially, we will make some new words. Got it? Okay, before that, have a silent reading for 2 minutes. Okay, thank you. Okay, my dear students, I hope that you have listed out some new words. Here, I have also listed out a few new words here from the textbook. I just come to one by one. Here, deed. See, what is meant by deed? Deed means agreement. In Kannada, Oppanda. You can also say in Kannada. Next, sobrinos. See, dear student, this is the new word what we are hearing. Sobrinos means niece. And then, netos. This is also a new word. What it is? Niece means, netos means nephews. And then descendants. What does it mean? A group of people related to family that existed long ago. That is called descendants. Descendant means a group of people related to family that existed long ago. And then possession. What does it mean? Possession means ownership. Isn't it? Ownership means odegana. And then seller. This is also a new word for us. Seller means a word of respect, like Mr. in English. And the last one is as I have listed out, generous means kind-hearted man. See, who is considered here as generous or kind-hearted person here? Very good. Yes, Don Anselmo is considered as kind-hearted man here, and he is also called as the man of principle. Dear student, can any one of you tell why Don Anselmo is considered as the man of principle? Yes, very good. Here, Don Anselmo considered as man of principle only because of that he never accepted more than $1,200 as per the agreement, isn't it? He receives only $1,200. And one more important thing, he loves his family, he loves the people of in his village, and also he loves the American people who comes newly, isn't it? And then he also very kind-hearted fellow because he never makes himself very superior life. He never likes to lead a very superior life. He always likes to wear the common dress, isn't it? And also, he never ready to accept that his property was more than 8 acres. He knows that according to his ancestors, he knows that he has only 8 acres of land. So that is the thing, and as per the acres, he is ready to receive only $1,200. So that is why he is considered as the man of principle. Now, see, as he told everything that. So now here, come to the 10th paragraph. This was bad, Don Anselmo. See, what was bad here? My dear people, here, the bad thing, according to who said like this? Yes, the author says like that, that was bad. What was bad here? The bad was nothing but, he says that he was not a real owner of the trees, but the real owner of the trees were the children of Rio in Medio. So when Don Anselmo says to the author and Americans, then the author says like that, this was bad. So what is meant by bad? Yes, bad means which is not acceptable. So here, Don Anselmo's theory is not acceptable in the meeting by the Americans as well as author. My dear pupil, what is the opposite of the word bad? Yes, good. Isn't it? So what according to good here? What we can predict good here? What we can predict good here? See, good is nothing but Don Anselmo should say that the trees are not children. The trees should also belong to American people. That was the good. So that will be the good according to the author. So here, this was bad, Don Anselmo. Author says, Don Anselmo, it was not good what he was saying. He was saying that the children of Rio and Medio are the real owner of the trees. That was absolutely bad. That was not legal. You should accept like that, he says, author to Don Anselmo. He pleaded. See, I pleaded. Pleaded means requested. Who requested here? Yes, author requested here. And also he continued. When one signs a deed and sells real property, see, according to the rule, if a person signs any agreement, in that agreement, what all the things are there are included in the agreement are always belong to the person who receives the property, isn't it? So here, what the author is going to convince to Don Anselmo, like that, if you signed the deed, you sold everything to the people. Deed and sells real property. One sells also everything that grows in the land. See, as per the agreement, Don Anselmo signed to the agreement. See, according to the agreement, the things what are there in the property must belong to American people. So you should say like that. Then, and those trees, every one of them, see the property, what are the things? See soil, stone, trees, and any houses, streams, any kind of things what are there in the property must go to the people who have purchased the property. So this is the way how the author is going to convince to Don Anselmo. Then, or on the land and inside the boundaries of what you sow. See, in that property, what is there, what are things are there inside the boundary must belong to the receiver. So this is the way how author is going to convince. But here Don Anselmo is kind-hearted, he is so generous. Yes, Don Anselmo says, yes, I admit that. He says that, yes, I know that. I can convince that, he says. He could convince that everything. He said that, you know, Don Anselmo said to the author, what should he know? Let us see. I am the oldest man in the village. See, who is the oldest man in the village? Yes, Don Anselmo is the oldest man in the village. My dear pupil, oldest. What is the opposite of the word oldest? Youngest. Youngest, oldest are the opposite words. And he says that he is the oldest man in the village. So what is the name of the village? Rio in Medio. Who is the oldest man in the village? Don Anselmo. Almost everyone there is my relative, and all the children of Rio and Medio are my sobrinos and Nitos, my descendants. Don Anselmo, he uses to convince to the author, like the people who are lived in my village, in his village, they are all sobrinos and Nitos and relatives and kith and kin and descendants, he says. See, what is mean by descendants? See, group of people related to a family that existed long ago. My dear student, what Don Anselmo going to say that? See, Don Anselmo says that he is not the real owner of the trees. Since he is not the real owner of the trees, how could he convince to the people, especially children in the village who are there in the village? Because all the children are his sobrinos and Nitos. What is name of sobrinos? Sobrinos means niece. Nitos means nephew. See, all the people are related. He says that he feels very suffocation to give suggestion to all the sobrinos and Nitos and all the people who live there, so that he is not going to advise anyone. If he goes to advise to them, he will feel some kind of suffocation for that. So that is why he is not ready to give any suggestion to the children. Every time a child has been born in village, Rio and Medio, since I took possession of the house from his mother, my dear pupil, you must observe one thing. He had got the possession of his house from his mother. My dear pupil, he got the gift of the house or the property from his mother. And then he says that when he took that possession, when he got the complete authority over the property, means when the railroad came to the village, Santa Fe. When the railroad, when the railway station, when the railway transportation had come to the village, since from that time he got the possession from his mother. So it shows that it had taken so long time. It has a long history about the property. So that is why, what did Don Anselmo do? My dear student, since he is the oldest man in the village and he is the most senior citizen in the village, whenever a child took birth in that village, he used to plant a tree in that village on the name of the newly born baby or child. So that is why Don Anselmo says that whenever a child took birth in the village, he planted a plant on the name of the child. So the child will be the real owner of the trees, and he was not. He says that. So that is why he is not the real owner of the tree. The children themselves are the real owner of their own trees when the trees had took planted in the earth whenever they took birth. So that is the way of convincing from the Don Anselmo. I have planted a tree for the child. The tree in that orchard are not mine. He says that the trees are not belong to Don Anselmo, but they belong to whom? Children. Sinner. What is meant by sinner? Sinner means Mister, isn't it? See, sinner, a word of respect, like Mister. What we usually use to give respect to the new person, isn't it? The unfamiliar person. Mister, we used to call Mister, isn't it? See, it is the way of how we give respect to the other personality. So likewise here, sinner is equal to that word. Now, sinner, he continues, they belong to the children of village. So that is why he convinced that these trees are belong to the children of the village. Every person in Real Medio born since the railroad came to Santa Fe owns a tree in that orchard. See, when the railway road or railway came to that village, they started to plant a plant on the name of the child. I did not sell the trees because I couldn't. So, only for this reason, Don Anselmo did not sell any trees to the American. He sold only his house, creek and other property except trees in the property. I couldn't. He says that he was not able to sell the trees because according to Don Anselmo, he was not real owner of the trees. I hope that, my dear student, I hope that you understood that why Don Anselmo was not real owner of the trees. I hope that you understood. Got it? Because whenever a child took birth in the village, he planted a plant on the name of that child. So that is why the real child will be the real owner of the individual tree. So that is why he was not the real owner. They are not mine. He concluded that these were not belong to him. There was nothing we could do. There was nothing. See when Americans, Arthur, received such kind of argument by the man of principle or Don Anselmo, there was nothing we could do. Then American, including Arthur, they came to an end. They concluded that they were not able to do anything else. Legally, we owned the trees, but the old man had been so generous. So legally, according to the signature of the agreement, legally, Americans have owned that complete property legally. But here, on the other hand, Don Anselmo, since he is a man of principle and he is so kind-hearted fellow, he never feels happy selling in the trees. That is why he is so generous. And he was so kind-hearted fellow. And why he is kind-hearted? Because he refused what amounted to a fortune for him. See, he was so generous, Don Anselmo, because he rejected the amount what American wanted to give him for the double or for the 2 times. They were not. He was not able to receive that double amount. So that is why he is so generous and kind-hearted one. It took most of the following winter to buy the trees individually. Americans and authors, they concluded and they came to an end that it would be far better to purchase the trees from the child of the village only in the winter individually. So that is why what we can predict here is, my dear student, see, in the time of winter, the children would not come and play under the trees, because in the winter time we cannot see any kind of leaves, isn't it? We cannot see leaves in the plants or the trees, isn't it? Because in the time of winter, leaves will fall down. See, where children are not able to leaves on the trees, they will not come and play under the trees. So that is, in that time, according to the author, they would come to the children individually, to the child individually, and purchase the trees from the individual. So they concluded like from the descendants of Don Anselmo in the valley of Rio in Medio. Idea program. So here, what the entire lesson says that here it shows the complete the feeling of good, the feeling of love towards our native property. So it shows that the complete lesson tells that the people should not leave their native place. Either it would be in the form of house, it would be in the form of a farmland, it would be in the form of a property, any kind of thing, isn't it? So what this lesson gives a message for us means, we should have a great love towards our own property, our own native place. How here the man of principle had a great love towards his property and his trees and his children and his people. It shows that, isn't it? So I hope that you understood very well about that lesson, and this will be the last part of the lesson, Rio in Medio, isn't it? Gentlemen of Rio in Medio. So let me introduce a few, before going to end of the class, let me introduce some antonyms or opposite words in the lesson. Sell, buy, refuse, accept, bad, good, inside, outside, oldest one, youngest. See, these are the opposites or antonyms. My dear student, here are some verbal changes. Let us see V1. See, as we discussed in the last class, V1 refers to present tense, V2 refers to past tense, whereas V3 refers to past participle. See here, grow. My dear pupil, grow. See, what is the past form of grow? Is grew. Then, what is the past participle form of grow? Grown. And then, sell. What is the V2 form of sell? Sold. What is the V3 form of sell? That is also sold. Then, sign. What is the V2 form of sign? Sign. V3 form of sign? Sign. Then, say. V1 say, V2 said, and V3 also said. No. V1 no. V2 knew, and V3 know. And take. V2 took, and V3 taken. Come. Came. Come. See, I hope that we are all very familiar with these verbs. Come, take. Come, came, come. And then own, do, did, done, and plant, planted. Got it? So these are the verbal changes. My dear students, now we are going to end the lesson. I hope that you understood today's class very well. These are the new words and antonyms. The one question will always be in your annual examination from antonym or opposite section, and one question will always be there in the annual examination, that is verbal changes, isn't it? He may ask V1 and he may ask to change the V1 to V3 or V1 to V2 or V2 to V3, like that, isn't it? So I request all of you to give more concentration on verbs as well as antonyms. Got it? And also homophones also take in the text. Today what you should do is you should come to the exercise part. Got it? You should come to the exercise part and study very well all the questions. You must answer for all the questions which are there in the exercise part. Along with that, you should also answer for the questions which are there in the share your responses or check your comprehension. All questions must be answered by you today. Got it? Along with that, you should also list out some homophone. What should you do? You should make a list of homophones which will be appeared in your textbook. Got it? Yes. Okay, my dear students, today I am going to end this session. I hope that once again you understood very well today's class and read very well and prepare very well for your annual examination. Okay, thank you so much.